So this is the first sketchbook I did. This was done, I think, during one of the lockdowns, and I remember going out into Winsford. We've got the works in the centre of town, and I picked up a cheap pad of watercolour paper, which I won't do again because it was cheap, but it certainly did the job. The cover I've made for it, I usually put down a piece of brown paper when I'm working, doing printing and such like, and this is the paper with all the bits of ink and experiments as well on it. So that's the back of it. I should do a cover like that. I think it makes an absolutely fantastic cover. It's such a shame to lose it. So this is the sketchbook as per Laura, whatever her name was. So I really like this idea of cutting windows in your pages, and that was one such exercise that I did. I also like the way she encourages you to put your name in your book as well. It's something I've never done before. This was mono printing, and one of the things that I used with this book was that it was an experiment but also a log of the experiments I did. I think this is tea paper. And you can see that I've cut pages and attached them to them. It's more of the monoprinting as well, so your positive and your negative of them. As you see, I've included that as part of the design. And various things, these were cut out from a previous page, put on. And I love this idea of highlighting a photograph as well. So it's a photograph of a rather large cactus that I found in Lanzarote, I think it was. But I love the way adding gesso to it, or white paint, really makes it stand out. Oh wow, this was a nice page. This was a page which I did. It was a template of the trainer, and I'd made such a mess on the page. I'd just thrown absolutely everything at it. Didn't like the page, but when I put the stencil on top of it and whited out everything else, actually no, I put that was the shape of the trainer, and I whited out everything else. I really like that. And I think these were just bits, yeah, that would have been the stencil that I used to white out. I'd have made notes here and there. Don't like that page, and keep meaning to go back in and cover it somehow. This was an example of putting things down, so I love this. This is a template that I've got, a metal template with lots of squares on it. Carrying it on, photographing it, reducing that, putting that actually onto the page as well. And I like this idea of writing things in the artwork. I like that page. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I do like it. And again, there's an example of something that I've actually used in a previous page, and so I'm documenting it. Another page of reacting to various bits and pieces. So that was some lovely tissue paper that I've got. I love the lines on it, and then just replicating them over here. There we have another window again. I didn't notice the window there. I think that goes really, really nicely, but then when you turn it over you realise that's the window as well. I like the way that this has been framed. So I like geometric patterns. like the layers in it as well. So I've put down the geometric pattern and painted over it. Oh, here we go. It's collage at the top. Some more monoprinting again, and rubbings as well. A few more little holes in the pages. I think that's one thing that I really want to carry on with. Seeing that I've got one of the circles up here, that's come from down there, I should imagine. Different ways of applying writing as well. So I purchased some stencils, which I never thought I would do, but I think they're fantastic. See the window in there as well, and some printing as well. Monoprint again. Also repeating different patterns, different sizes as well. Another example of geometric patterns, so you've got the hexagons, small, medium and large. Oh, and I love this as well. So I enlarged one of my pictures of the trainers, one of the sketches that I'd drawn, and then cut it all up into strips, spread those out, and then elongated the sketch as well. I think it's got a fantastic look to it. Track and trace. You can tell this was done during lockdown, can't you? I used baking parchment for tracing paper, which didn't work very well, but that's all I had. Oh, that's right, using these little stencils as well. What do you call it? Stamps to spell words out. I like this border that I've got. If I remember rightly, that was done with oil pastels. So I've got a very, very light area of watercolour, and then added oil pastels on top, which I think has come out really nicely. I like that. Those are 2 pages that I'd made. So you've got the Queen Anne's lace, a photograph of the Queen Anne's lace, one of my favourite ones. I decided to just cut that all down. It takes a lot of courage, to cut your page in half, but I did that, and I did it just at the right. I couldn't have planned it more, really, because the circle on the blue page matched the one on the red page, and likewise round here as well, and that was just sheer luck. It was incredible. Don't like that page. I've got a load of writing coming off of those, which as I started doing it I decided I don't really like. I keep meaning to change it. Front page. Another page where I'd put down some collage, then responded to it, and once again I've got the small, medium and large picture circles, geometric shapes again. I think I did stripes across. I love blue and orange together. It's my favourite colour combo. And it made me think of, I think when I was doing it, I was thinking of cityscapes. I do like city architecture and skylines. And, yeah. I don't know if you can read that. Monoprint, photocopied, printed and coloured with highlighter and Tombow brush pens. Is that acrylic? I can't read the last word there. But I do like the way that she says put down things and then draw on top of them. So it gives it a lovely background. So here we have some Lorex, some lurid colours, and another little window there, which is rather nice. I think this will be the page that one of those previous things came from. Blank page, I think I'm getting towards the end now. Just a sketch that I did, I was trying something out. And then right at the back, I didn't want to erase any of the pages that I'd cut out, so that's the blue page. You can find it there. That's all this comes from there. So I love this strip down the centre here. Then I used the other half of it to make a little pocket, and some of these are some of the stencils that I used. Really enjoy bookbinding as well, so that was the other thing about it. I do like making my own sketchbooks. Thank you.